welcome to Let's Talk Careers with Sara, another episode today where I'm going to talk about 12 skills any leader needs to be successful. The number one is listening. Listening to somebody who has any complaints, somebody who has opinions. It's kind of like giving you a little bit more credibility that you are a good leader, because you want, as much as you want others to listen to you, others want the same thing. They want you to listen to them as well. So listening is the number one. And of course, the next one, it leads to the next one. The next one is communicating well. So by communicating well, you're actually very clear, very concise. Nothing can be said as misunderstanding. So communication is really important. The third thing is body language. The way you talk is much way is translated on how you are actually, your body is pursuing it. Are you angry? Are you mad? Are you hyper? Are you emotional? Are you composed, tactful? So it all depends on that as well. The number four is you can deliver news tactfully. By delivering bad news or good news, I know a lot of people know how to deliver good news, but to deliver bad news, it has to be a little bit more sensitivity. How well are you going to do? Are you kind of like considerate of others, of how are they going to respond to that bad news? That skill is really important to know. Number five, know how to say no. Not you don't want to be saying yes all the time and then you're burnt out, but saying no can actually help you in a way that you don't have to burn yourself down because you want to be a pleaser. But saying no is also it's a needed skill as well. Negotiation skills. Negotiation is really important. It's not just about money to negotiate, but it's about negotiating other things, negotiating schedules, negotiating opportunities, negotiating any type of business that you're doing, whether you are negotiating with a manager, with your boss, with the CEO, with another colleague. Negotiation is really important. My son knows how to negotiate with me, and he is 9 years old. He knows how to negotiate in order for both of us to agree in the term that we want. Whatever I want him to do, he's negotiating whatever he wants me to do, and then we come to a conclusion what works best. So if a 9-year-old can do it, you should be able to obtain that as well. Number seven, connecting with employees and colleagues. Connecting means you're kind of like building relationships. Not hatred, but actually you're building relationships. You're talking, you're learning about each other, you're bonding. It's really important. It doesn't matter if you are extrovert. As an introvert, you should be able to do that as well. Number eight, you can criticize respectfully. Okay, knowing that some criticism is taken really bad. I have a podcast that is actually being published, and it's in a link in the description. You are going to learn in that podcast how you can criticize in a way that is effective, not doing mistakes that other people are doing where you are actually hurting people, but you're actually criticizing in a way that is productive. So listen to it, it's in the description. Number nine, know how to deal with difficult employees. I learned in my life how to deal with difficult customers, how to soften them up, how to buffer them up. And I learned also how to apply those strategies with my colleagues, with employees who are kind of like hard to deal with, who are just in personality wise, it's really hard to work with them. Number 10 is being friendly. You are being friendly, but you are not getting too close to them. Friendly, a little bit like knowing, okay, this is the job. I'm going to be respectful. I know how to, greet you and actually ask if you feel how you're feeling and everything else. But it ends there. You don't go and be like going out at nights together after work. There's boundaries, and I have also another episode discussing about boundaries. That's in the description below as well. You should really learn that skill. It's really not easy, but learning how to say no and setting up boundaries is going to help you. Number 11, adapt to change. A lot of times there's change in schedule, change in location, change in the environment. So you will need to adapt to change no matter wherever you are. Change in your work and change in your life. So this is a needed skill. Number 12 is know how to respond to resistance without getting defensive. So when someone tells you no, you cannot be defensive. You will need to accept that. You will need to understand, okay, there has to be a different way of dealing with this problem, of getting this problem solved. So I hope this video has helped you, and you let me know in the comments exactly what skills you already have, and that would be fantastic to know. I'll see you next time.